outrageous, I strong. Let we meet head on, and when we done, see who head fit to wear the crown. You hear lie? That is lie. Lie? You hear lie? Teacher must.
Welcome back to Island Tea with your faves, Kevon and Azem and Jade, who is always on my nerves. And it is Friday, March 19th, and it's time to jump into some conversation on Eat Local with Nicha B. Welcome and good morning. Yeah, we good?
Yeah, we're good.
Y'all hearing me?
Yeah.
Okay. So welcome and good morning, and we love to start this segment out with you telling us a little bit about who you are and what it is you do. I know everybody know you already, but why not just refresh?
No,
some
nobody know me.
memories?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Every day we go. Every day we go. Every day. So we don't even know ourselves. You know what I mean? Every day we learn something about ourselves. So that's an understatement there. But
Right.
I understand what you're saying though. I'm a household name, but yeah, my name is Nicha B, better known as my name is Nicha Bayon, better known as Nicha B. For those of you who don't know, I've been doing music for over 12 years now in the Federation. On and off for numerous reasons, you know what I mean? Lately I've been in Trinidad doing my music for the past 2 years in the Y Cape. Well, Blacks and the All-Stars, which is family, the Y Cape band. So, just pick true to the coronavirus, I'm home. Because we ain't doing any of the work like that right now. I just see everything gone virtual and, so everything we're working from home right now. So
Things change up.
yeah, in the meanwhile, I just building some music. Actually got like 10 songs already done to come to the market, to my fans, to, whoever. But I've been working, for those of you who thought I wasn't doing anything. Music ain't just an overnight venture, Sometimes you got to find yourself, sometimes we get caught up in the wrong areas, the wrong mindset, so we start to stray from the music, So I had to find back myself in the music and come back with a different style, because, I as a man always sing with music, I always having messages. Sometimes I try to sing a little half soca, and but soca boss me, but I'm not really a soca singer. I class myself as an artist. So if whatever beat you bring to me, I'm supposed to be able to defeat the beat or try my best to bring a song, you know what I mean? So I don't class myself as soca artist or dancer, I'm just a versatile artist, I'm just an entertainer. That's how I class myself. But I don't know people see me as.
Azem, go ahead.
No. I was just agreeing with what he's saying in terms of the fact that he's given us great music that spans several different genres.
Yeah.
Like from roots, from root reggae to dancehall type to soca type. I don't think is limited by the genre, but the consistency has been the messaging and the type of lyrics that he's brought has always been positive and feel good music.
Yeah, man.
Right. So most of the, everybody knows you as an artist and everything, but we actually want to know, can you tell us how this all started? Where did the interest in music come from? And then how did you make this step into the studio? Then you move on to your first song. Tell us how it went.
For the millionth time now, in England. I was in England 12 years ago, actually. My mother sent me away because I was getting myself in a lot of badness, like I was straying a lot in the streets and gang violence and stuff like that. So she sent me overseas for a while. And there in England, having nothing to do in the cold, just inside all the time, I started finding myself. Started doing like poems, writing on little skits. Like just rhyming words really. And then I started going out in the streets, meeting all the people. Then my neighbor actually, a guy named by the name of Tyson, he always used to be listening beats. I used to ask him, like, why you always listening beats, yo? You don't listen music? And he said, no, I got no time for that, man. I'm just, I just got to speak my mind. I got a lot of things on my mind, blah, blah, blah. And then I started doing it with him. Then it started becoming fun to me. Then he asked me to join this competition with him. It was BBC One Extra. It was doing a song competition. We actually reached a good way. And then I sent back the song to Sugar Bowl, and Sugar Bowl started playing it here. And when it came back, I said, let me just show you something else. And then, knowing that Rich is my cousin and all that stuff, he said, I got a beat here in Nicha B. I see you trying your little music. Let's do this, you know? And I came up with this song, School Time Lover. I mean, if anybody remember that, she was a school time lover, an old time friend. And then I can't hear myself. And then from that, I went to Kells, in Greenlands. And then we did a song called Welcome to SKB. And that really started moving me around, like starting doing little gigs for like tourism and stuff like that. Welcome to SKB. And like, I wanted them to use it for tourism, but they never studied me, but they could go and look into it now. And then I went into a song called Don't Make Your Friends Boost You Up. Really was a contradictory song because people used to think it was a bad man song, but really was a song warning people what gang life could do to you or what.
Oh, for sure?
Yeah, it was.
I had the wrong concept.
Yeah, that's the point, and that's where that song really
understand why people
pushed
take it
me.
the opposite way.
Everybody thought it was a bad man song. Say, can I make? But you did a real bad man song.
Never got that from the song.
I leave them alone because I realized this song was making me reach somewhere like, oh wow, they think it's a bad man song, but it wasn't really. It was really telling you, don't make people push you to do things that you ain't want to do.
I guess it's because of how most people who listen to the song, the message they got, and that's what was pushed. So that's why everybody can think like, you know.
And they started showing me the type of music people into. But then I said, my father pulled me aside and he said to me, "What you really doing, boy?" And I said, "What you mean by that? Singing music?" And he said, Music is a message. Because my father's a Rasta man, you know what I mean? Everybody know my father's a roots man from way. Since I know my father always with the Bible, reading books. He's a man who always documentary and I always educate me, you know what I mean? So to see that he been educating me all this time and he started strain and doing all these things and start to sing worldly music, if you understand what I mean. But not saying like me singing worldly music, I mean a Christian, but the type of music that will strip people away. I listen to them, like, don't get me wrong, I listen to one, two of them, but I don't make it something that I do. You know, like, it's not a part of me to listen, bust out your head, shoot you in your head and doing kind of music. I really don't do it. So, I see myself as an artist that bring a message. And people, if you realize artists that always bring messages and so they don't get a joy, they don't get a push, like, unless you use a Chronics or Bob Marley or, you know, something like that genre. But it's so much to music than just bend over and push back and walk up and bust out your head back and, you know, because not saying that I got anything against these artists, don't get me wrong, because everybody gonna sing their thing, you know what I mean? But you got so much ways to do things, you understand?
Right.
I could tell you, I will kill you in a way, but not saying I'm gonna kill you, you understand? I will tell you like, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, because this gonna lead to that. It make a lot more sense like that. For Chronic is a man who mastered the art. For instance, the new track that came out. Yo, that song has some messages, right? It could be good, it could be bad, it could be, you know, it's how you put
interpretation.
it. Yeah, how you interpret it, but the messages in the song, you know what I mean? It open up your mind and this. That's how we start. We need to, as artists, we need to open up people's minds and not just sing about what we got. Most artists nowadays brag about what they got. Me chain, me house, me car, me this, me that.
Even
But what are doing for me as a fan or a listener to your music? How we could enhance me there?
So you think that's what missing in the
That's
industry?
what music is. Music is something supposed to. It's spiritual. It's in how people right now. You know. Music is a message. Music is something to uplift your spirit. It's something that it comes from the cultural roots. It ain't just for money or for fame. That I don't see it like that. Because I could have been like that to understand, but I could sing anything because they want to hear skin out. I could sing that. Them song easy songs to sing. And these are the people who be more popular. A man like me and Infamous and so like who will put me work. Me saying, don't get me wrong, please. Me saying everybody saying putting in the work. All the artists doing the work. And it make me feel good to see that we're doing we thing. But come on, man, as artists, that could be a part-time everything, you know? Like, for instance, some people got a full-time job and they do something part-time, right? Your full-time job ain't that, I mean, like, you're leading people astray every day. Okay, you're going in your office, you're doing to help people. You're doing your office work, you're putting people, putting money together, you're putting people, information together, whatever you're doing, you're making a progress. Then when you go home, you could stay a bad word, you could do anything on your phone and do anything, because that's your time. You got free time, you check? So, I feel that we take the majority of our time doing wasteful stuff. And a lot of people feel it know me because, yeah, as an open person, I speak my mind and things like that. I don't care to speak and say how I feel. But me, myself, don't even know myself. You don't know yourself. Nobody knows themselves. Every day we go, every day we learn something new. Every day we find out something new about ourselves. You know? Because 3 years ago, I never know I'm allergic to cheese and I eat cheese today and my skin bump up. So I never know that. You know? And then you might be running long and then you feel like you're wheezing and stuff. I mean, I had asthma. So every day we learn something new about ourselves. And then we might do things in the past and say, go home and we make a run back with and say, but this nature that was wrong, yeah. Even though you act in front of people like you was right. You go home and make an evaluation of your day and say, man, you're supposed to do this. This was wrong. I think this look kind of tacky. You know, like, you always find a way to improve your life. But I don't know what's going on. And I just think some music to try to, like, move people. But then it's like the more positive I started singing in the music, it's less I started getting hired. And then people overseas started seeing me and then send for me. And then that's how I end up in Trinidad, really, because the man heard how one of my songs called, what I want to call again, but I think it was A Cry, A Nation's Cry, I think they call it. I had a song go, why? This is a cry for the ghetto people. I him take it down because he bought it for me. Blacks bought the song for me.
Yeah, I like that song.
And then the Prime Minister in Trinidad called Blacks and tell him remove the song the same because the message behind the song, he said, Blacks, I'll pay you any type of money to take the sound down. And I said, Blacks, you see, Blacks tell me, Nicha B, you're a diamond in the dirt, you know. You just write some song that make people call you, you know. Why people don't see this in your own country? And I say, don't know. You check, and the man show me like other artists that he take. For instance, Alison Hines and Van and these man from their own country and take them into Trinidad and look where these man be today. You understand? Like, we all don't see it until you make it. Bob Marley, for instance, people always talk about Bob Marley. Jamaicans just use Bob Marley like a gateway. But when Bob Marley was trying to make it, none of them used to support Bob Marley. I watched documentaries and that man talked about himself. The man went to England, some white guys take Bob Marley under the wing and start doing these things for Bob. And then when he get famous in Europe, then they start to say, oh, he's with Bob. You understand? Bonnie Whale, all of them talk about it. So I just think, and if you're spiritual and you read the Bible and things like that, I understand my life. You understand? I feel here for a purpose in the fact that everybody see what has got through my life. Everything, every day, everywhere, everything I go through, man, do me this. They say this about me. I don't even know half these things what they say about me. Yeah, I go through things in my life, but I learn. You understand? And then these people who I thought was my friends, know where they be. Look where I be. I still progressing in my life. So God was just showing me certain things that He wanted me to keep from. You understand? Look, I find my circle in the country and like, these men are showing up about love and all I do is push me music. Nicha, let me do this. And then we got shorts pushing and, you know, like, I see in progress. And this is something I couldn't do on my own. You know, this is where my spiritual being coming in and my garden is coming. Like, I just say people always feel they know you, but people they know you. They know where I left them. You know what I mean? And you can't know somebody if you around them every day. Sitting on with them every day. Talking to them every day, learning something from them every day. You could never know somebody, not even my own mother know me. You know what I mean? Not even your own mother know your king. Everybody in life, they know what we want them to know.
Yeah. We put forward certain things in different spaces.
I might speak away to Azem, and then I go meet my next friend and I say, Baba Kainan, and next whole different side of me because that's where you choose to show. That's the levels we meet to each other, right? So then everybody bring out a different side of your king. So nobody can say they know me or they know you are. I hear so much things about myself, king. I just fight and I want to know where these things coming from. But if they could have done that to Christ and he died for us, who is me? You feel me?
Who is us? Yes, I agree.
Yes, I don't. Them things don't move. You see, once you master to ignore negative, you're in a dangerous level of freedom, your king. And I'm in a dangerous level of freedom right now. No matter what people say, don't move me, it make me smile. I smile like, oh, well, that's what you think about me, that's good, cool, you know? Don't move me no more. I just put my message in my music. Whatever I feel, me pain, me hurt, everything, listen to music and you understand. You know what I mean? I just said, I got a lot of music coming out, and trust me, you're gonna really like this music. It's a whole different side of me, you know.
So when you said I'm out for this now,
man, Desi was saying like in the end of match, but we're really trying to do our visuals now. I'm trying to stop this, just putting out MPG.
Yeah,
I'm trying to do our
visuals is important.
Yeah, because then people get a better idea of the song and the more message, you know. So if you could sit down and put the song together, and then people could say, oh, this song they mean all the time. You know, like sometimes seeing is different. So some people ain't got the capability of seeing and putting a story together. So when they see it, it's like, oh, you understand?
Yeah.
So I want to start touching people, man. Like worldwide, I want to start touching people, like on some different level, not only just St Kitts, you know. But man, I hear still, you don't want people feel like I'm gone anywhere.
No, I mean you the way the world work now, you Kittitian, you St Kitts, you here, but you reach.
I feel like on the next level.
Yeah, you
right
reach.
now, so it's like I feel like I start over, but not here. You know what I mean? Like
right,
I had reached the limit in St Kitts where every week and I singing somewhere, till me at a point start getting fed up. Like, oh, the same club, the same thing, the same like. So what I do now is just I feel more of an artist. I used to tell my friends when they call me, but I fed up of doing this. You know? I just want to leave. I want to go back to St Kitts. Like, I can't take on the flying. You know what I mean? Like, it was just too much for me at the point. So, and then I brought my side down to Trinidad for the experience too. And I brought my side down for the experience also too.
Yeah, go ahead, Nicha. Go ahead.
I was saying I'm about my side down for the experience, and actually he started doing those songs. He have a song out there with Swanee. He working on one with Oyster, and he working on one with not Meds Bass, Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually got a song with Voice to called Real Friends. We've been working on it for a couple of years, but we ain't put it out yet. I don't know what the reason they tell me the right timing it should be. We can't put it out right now. We gotta wait for the timing for that. Like
things got to align.
when the place feel a type of way for that song, then we push that song. So I said, oh, and then they actually teach me a lot too, because now I came back, I do a lot of songs I may release any yet because I'm waiting for the timing, the wave for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Always I've been putting up music and it wasn't the wave. Like I just put it up because I want to be relevant. But
you just finish the songs and put it out.
I just put it up. But
strategy is a big part of success in anything.
Yeah.
You gotta be strategic.
Yeah, my auntie always tell me if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So you got to always plan out what you're doing in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, definitely.
Right.
But yeah, I just hear, man. I just want more positive music in the place, and I don't want people watch me and judge me. I mean, a road model. I mean, a road model. Don't this thing people got in the head like he's a road. Man, a road model for nobody king. I never signed up to be a road model or tell nobody look up to me or follow me or be like me. People just got to be like themselves. I use people to motivate me. You understand? Like I used to say, Azem, boy, I like what Azem doing with the band, and that motivate me, boy. Like I could do something, you know? If you know, like use people to motivate. You don't want to be like nobody. Me and a road model for nobody king. Like I can't tell people to live their life and stuff like that. I make my mistakes and I learn from them. And I going forward from there. You know what I mean? But you got this thing with people always saying, I'll use a road model for the children. Then give me some road model money so I could fix myself up.
Right.
You understand? So then I could carry myself a certain way all the time. And I could, because I got the money to do that. But if living in the same position where I started singing, I just got my things so that I can hang my hat over my head and I can reach it king. You know what I mean? I got to be myself. And with time and with and growth, I got mature.
Right.
You understand? And from all my little itches and me hitches them, you can grow me to where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, man.
You
Everybody's journey different.
Yeah, everybody's journey is different, king. So that's one thing I don't like again, like people expectations of me. That's hard. You know? Because
And we see that option, people create expectations of you and you didn't even subscribe to them. Like,
yeah.
People put you as a role model when you never wanted to be anybody's role model.
And now you have to live up to these expectations.
Yeah, then you just make your life hard, because then it's like anybody.
Right, because you can't be yourself anymore.
You can't be yourself anymore. I got to try to be somebody in front of people all the time. And it's very hard for me. You check, so sometimes I can slip and be like, yeah, I say, oh, he only acting. Me acting a trying my best.
And I think people forget as well that artists, no matter how high or how famous they are, people at the end of the day, they're going to make mistakes.
It's human beings like everybody. People will tell me, Nicha B, and say, they don't want to call out to me or they don't want thing. And I say, what you mean? And I said, because you're Nicha B. I said, what you mean by that? Like, I just want the understanding of it, you know? What you mean by that? Because me going with other artists in Trinidad and all them things, I used to feel the same way, right? Let me know say I don't. I used to feel so. Then after being around them and realize these people just normal like me, you know what I mean? And arguing and they go through the little ups and downs like everybody else too, you know? So it's like people just got to understand that we're human beings just like you. Wherever you go to, you got to put people in your position to like, let me put him in my position. What I would have done if I was him, you know? I always do that with people, like what I would have done if I was him, you know? And don't just quick to judge because, oh, he's supposed to be an artist, so he's supposed to know that. Just everybody's supposed to know better, as far as I know. Because we parents ain't go us to do wrong. They go us to do right. You understand? Right. Peer pressure and so does lead us astray going to school. And so right now, I realize my daughter, she ain't a bad person, but she going to that level, like she changing. I see the change. I ain't saying she changing to be bad, but I just want to be there with her. So I have, every afternoon I make sure I pick up from school, I chat to her, I want to be in she life. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. My son like messaging like, what going on with you? Good? I want to be a part of the life. I want to understand them. So you gotta learn to understand people sometimes, you know.
But Nicha, I mean, you said quite a lot, and I think that the main thing that you're pushing forward is the need for one more substance in the music and positivity and to give people the room to grow.
Yeah.
And to respect people for them and their journey.
Yes, man.
And not necessarily judging consistently.
And your expectations of somebody is a very hard thing.
Right.
They're hard.
Yeah.
Right? And give respect where respect Joe.
Right.
Just to that, look, Infamous. Where Infamous be? Infamous supposed to be a man
national
that
hero.
Everybody supposed to. Yeah, you wait until people dead to make the man a national hero.
Right,
he's a hero through music.
Right.
Why I said that? And he's an artist. And why I said that? Because if it was for Infamous, he wouldn't be a singer. And a lot of men out there fear to say that. They fear to say, Infamous inspire me. How come they not step to do it before Infamous do it?
Right, exactly.
All of us was inspired after him. Maybe I was first after him. I come back, I start my thing, then this, then that, and that, and you know?
Right.
Yeah, but we gotta give respect Joe, man, lad.
Indeed.
And we wait till people die and say, oh, Infamous was there.
I'll wait until they accepted outside.
Until we accepted outside.
Right,
like,
to recognize it, yeah.
I got a little respect on my name the other day when I went for my vaccine. They said locals, not local, soca superstar.
Excuse me?
St Kitts soca superstar. I felt great. So I said, I got a little respect on my name, you know?
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. You know, so me gonna just like slide, I gotta let them know the man in t-shirt. I appreciate that. And
right.
Thank you, Shannon. I really appreciate that. And Desi and all of you guys from Carnival Committee. It was very nice. That made me feel good. And the things that motivate, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't know me, and a lot of people know me. A lot of kids will be like, who you be? Me and I, yo.
Right.
Yeah, they're not IMAC, they're not Messiah, they're not they just come. But the artists, them not us.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? So how come these people ain't know us? Because they don't play with music. When a new artist come out, they forget this. So when a new food come out, they forget the old food.
But yeah, man, Nicha, like I really appreciate you coming through.
Yeah, and I appreciate you guys having me too, man.
Yeah, for sure,
just hear
man.
a little bit of Nicha B voice, you know.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really looking forward to the music. When the music start releasing, you gotta come back and bless us with the tracks and talk us about it.
We think very organized now, man. So you know, Desi don't play.
Right.
She need put together. So
right.
I got a list of things to do. So I got some things to do. I got photo shoot. I got a lot of things to do. I got videos and you know, but.
The work's happening.
It's happening.
Right.
But just that people don't know. And that's the whole point about it. Sometimes leaving them in to be.
Right.
You know? Leave them clueless sometimes.
Yeah.
But thank you for having me. And the morning show. It was a pleasure.
All right, man. Really appreciate you coming, bro.
Yeah.